Hey everybody, Stephen Bastian, and this is Coffee Talk. I normally just launch right into the show, but I know it's Sunday. People are getting out of church. They're just waking up, lazy bastards. No, I'm just kidding. Got a great show for you today. A very special friend who I have worked with in the past in film. She's an amazing actress. She's an amazing writer. She's got a lot of talents, too many to list, actually. And she's not bad to look at either, you know, for a chick. But she's okay. You know, she's not bad. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and get this party started. And like I said, this is Coffee Talk. So let's talk.
Oh, Stephen, talk to me.
Yes, I will. I will definitely talk to you. So how's everybody doing? How you all faring in this coronavirus nightmare? And it is a nightmare, believe me. This is going to get better, but this whole being cooped up thing, man, this is for the birds. Like, it's Sunday, but it don't feel like Sunday. Like, it could be Tuesday. You know, it could be any day. And it's all blurring together ridiculously because, you know, just, you know. Like I said before, I have a very special guest, Miss Jessica Lamm, star of Stage and Screen. I don't know if she's been on stage. I'll have to ask her about that. I think she has been on stage. She'd give me a thumbs up if she's been on stage. But yep, she's been on stage. Okay, because I can see her. You can't see her yet because I'm kind of delaying it to get more people in, and you know, that whole delayed gratification thing. And that brings me to a valid point. You know, delayed gratification is something that we're going to have to deal with for the foreseeable future. You know, we can't see our loved ones. We can't deal with our loved ones, and it sucks, but it's going to get better. I promise you it's going to get better, and everybody's going to be back to normal. Life's going to get back to normal, and it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. But if you're, you know, joining us, if you're just joining us, you know, chat with me, post something. Let me know how you're doing in the coronavirus. This is Coffee Talk, so I've got my coffee, and we're going to do some talking. We're gonna see how this thing plays out, and I want everyone to be safe, practice social distancing, stay at home if you can. If you have to go out, wear a scarf. I've got my scarf. Wear gloves, and just, you know, make sure that you're safe above all else, because safety is paramount in all of this. It's the only way we're going to possibly get through this together. You know, it's the only way. And I hope and pray that we don't lose anybody. You know, I mean, you all say you don't want to lose anybody at all, but you definitely don't want to lose somebody that you care about, because, you know, that would be tragic. I can't imagine losing any of my friends and family. And speaking of friends and family, let's bring in the amazing, the wonderful, the dare I say ravishing Jessica Lamm. Jessica, how are you?
I'm good. I'm safe from the quarantine. I'm here.
How is quarantine life treating you? This has got to suck for everybody, but I want to get your perspective.
Well, I always have my mask within like 5 feet of me, if that.
I'm sorry, I've got to say it. Finish her!
I know, right? Like Sub-Zero. He's one of my favorites to play. But no, I mean, I'm being safe. I only go to a select, like, 3 destinations, if that, and all of those people that I know, like one of them literally hasn't left their house in like 2 weeks.
So what destinations do you go to? I mean, like what occupies Jessica's day? A typical day. I mean, every day blurs together now. So what is a typical day for Jessica?
Well, all my schooling's gone online. So I'm doing a lot of online schooling.
That's right. You're in college. Tell everybody what you're doing, what you're studying, what your major is, and how's that working out for you? How's the transition from regular college to cheers? How's the transition from regular college to, online life going?
Well, luckily I was gifted with a group full of people and 2 teachers out of 3 teachers that were willing to like morph their classes online. I did have a teacher who didn't want to at the beginning, but it was just kind of like I got my way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very dyslexic, and she wanted to just send out a bunch of reading and then get writings back, and that's not exactly like that's not learning to me.
Well, I'm getting a lot of things from different people. Like a lot of people are saying that they're actually enjoying the online classes. I mean, which do you prefer?
I like being in person just simply because it's okay. So 1, it helps me get over my agoraphobia. I have to leave the house to go to school.
Right. Of course.
I have no excuse to stay in the house. Like I have to go out. I have to leave. And 2, it makes me have to be social by having to leave the house. And 3, seeing your teacher's face when you hand in a really great assignment is like really super gratifying.
That is, yes. You can't really see that online. That makes a lot of sense.
I mean, the comments that they give you online, they're great and everything, but like actually like handing them something, and then when they give it back to you, they have that look on their face like, oh my God, you blew my mind. That feeling is just like something that you can't get if you're.
It's instant validation.
It's not even a sense of validation. It's that I made my teacher go, wow.
Well, what about when they don't like your paper? I mean, that's got to really suck on the opposite side of that coin. It doesn't happen. Well, of course, you.
No, I'm just kidding.
What am I thinking? What am I thinking? No.
No, what's funny is when I first went to college when I was like 19, 20 years old, I had this English teacher, and she hated the way I wrote. She wouldn't read it. Like she would hand me my paper bag and there'd be no grade on it. And I'd be like, what? What did I get? And she'd be like, you got a 0.
That's a
Excuse me? What? For the past 7 semesters, let me knock on some wood because I got a really big term paper coming up. So
I got some wood right. Oh no, that's terrible.
Horrible. Okay, so I've knocked on some wood. But I've gotten the lowest grade I have gotten on a paper this time around in college because I've gone 3 times now. This is the 3rd, and I've got to finish this time. If I don't, I will punch someone in the face, neck, throat, groin, whatever.
And she will too.
Whatever I can. Look, listen, no, okay. This police officer, okay. So in Fayetteville, there's this, like in my town, there's this like place, and if you're from here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's on a main road, and it goes off onto MLK. Well, I was turning this way, and this like sheriff's officer was turning this way, and I was on the way to school. I think I told you about this, but I was on the way to school, and I turned. It was my light. His lights were not on. Nothing. It was my light. And I'm turning.
Your light belongs to you.
It is. It's my light. It's right up the street from my house. Like, fuck y'all. It's my light. But I was turning, and then he like whips and almost like T-bones me.
Wow.
And
of course,
then,
it's your fault. It's your fault. You know,
he's a police officer. It's my fault. And then what was even better about it was then he turns his lights on.
course. Disco lights. A lot of love.
And hence is to pull me over and tell me that I'm driving recklessly. And I turn around and the light is still green. The light is still green. And I'm like...
But you're driving recklessly. How dare you go through a green light?
And I'm like,
you should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm like, the light is still green. It's like just now turning yellow. What do you mean I'm driving recklessly?
You should be ashamed of yourself. You horrible human being. Oh, I don't even want to know you. I don't even want to know you.
So then he like continues to argue with me, and I'm like, sir, I really honestly don't want to be that person right now, but you're making me late for school, and I pay $1,500 a class, and that's student loans that I have to pay the fuck back, and I know, I'm sorry, my bad. Whoop, I said the F word.
Yeah, she has no filter, ladies and gentlemen. One thing you've got to learn about Jessica Lamm is this chick has no filter, but she puts the FU in fun, just
it's
like
my favorite word.
I know. It's so versatile. I mean, it can be a noun, a verb, an adjective.
Oh no, my favorite way is to use it as a noun. I'm an F farmer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I farm them. I grow them in my backyard.
I've run out of them to give.
Dude, you know what? They're hard to grow, but they disappear easily once you give them out.
Oh yes, I give them out.
So I started canning mine and putting them in the fridge.
Canning yours.
I started canning mine and putting them on the
freeze drying your F-bombs. That's nice. I love that.
What'd you say?
You're freeze drying your F-bombs. I love that.
Yeah. Sometimes I turn them into jerky if I really feel like it.
Nice.
But anyway, so this police officer, I looked at him. I was like, it's okay. Do what your man's. Sorry. I've been inviting people to watch this, and someone said that they were at their man's house, and I was like, okay, fine. Be at your man's house.
Men? People have... Wait, now, you said they're at her man's house. They don't live together?
No.
Isn't that a little dangerous right now? I mean, they can infect each other. You're in a relationship. How are you dealing? You don't live with your significant other, so how are you dealing with that?
Well, I mean, we're safe. Like I said, I only go a few places, but he washes his hands all the time. Like, I mean, here where I am, it's getting worse. So he'll be taking more and more precautions. As I said, my mask is never far away.
You're being safe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And see, I wear my mask half the time because I have fucking allergies. Like
I rabbit trail drink. Back to your story about the cop. So he pulled you over, and it was your fault. It was a green light. Continue.
It was a green light.
We'll circle back to the relationship.
We'll circle back to the relationship. That's fine. So the police officer is like, "Ma'am, I have you on video." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Oh, well, if you have me on video, then you also have yourself literally like not even coming to a stop." And skidding, almost hitting me and T-boning me. Like, give me a ticket, make me late for school, and give me a ticket. I'm catching myself, and give me a ticket, and I'll take this to court.
She said fuss. She meant to say fun. Give me a fun ticket.
Give me a fun ticket.
Yeah, there you go.
Give me a fun ticket, guys.
You are who you are, and we love you for it. Continue.
It's the only way I can be.
Hey, you got to be you.
I gotta try somehow. But anyway, so I'm like, give me a ticket. Come on, give me a ticket. I would love to take this to court. Love to take this to court. Please make my month. Because when I win, like, it's over. Like, when I win, you're gonna be so embarrassed. He's like, you have a good day, ma'am. Yeah, you're right. I will. Because you don't have my license. You don't have my registration. And if you really honestly feel like it, just go ahead, stalk me. It's fine. I'll get you on that too. I rabbit trailed. Savage.
So back to the relationship thing. You are being safe. You obviously aren't seeing each other as much as you used to prior to this whole thing.
No, I mean, we've tried to keep seeing each other as much as possible, but like, I mean, he he works like outside, outdoors, so he takes a shower as soon as he gets home, and he tries to run his errands before he comes home and takes a shower.
But if you were to go, like, say, to the store on the way to his house, you walk through a cloud of coronavirus, and it's on your clothes.
I am more than willing to spray myself with Lysol.
Oh, okay.
More than willing. Like, spray me down. I have a low immune system. I'm in need of surgery, and I had cancer. I don't feel like dealing with this right now.
This is the last thing you need right now. Yeah. So you got to be real safe.
This is literally like the last thing I had on my radar. You know what? I'm bump my therapist. Okay. Fund my therapist, because I just spent the last year of my life trying to learn that it was going to be okay. And then there was not going to be a great big disaster waiting around the corner. Well, guess the fuck what? Guess the fun what? Here it is.
Here it is.
Here it is. The other shoe.
It's like it's always something. We always. I've been trying to get a few things launched. We've been trying to make movies together. We're in a couple of films together, and it's like every time I was like, okay, we're coming into March, and the weather's going to be good, and we have a lot of outdoor scenes, and we're gonna make these movies, and then I'm getting ready to set up a shooting schedule. And then, bam, everything stops. It's like, we can't shoot. We can't be in the same room together. It's mind-numbing. It really is. I have a friend of mine that she's afraid to go to Walmart because there's been fights breaking out at Walmart, and she's scared to go out.
I wish Ish would try to fight me at Walmart.
Yeah, right?
I'd be like, look, you need to take your butt over there to the toy aisle. Who you think you're playing games with?
Yeah. And
you're in the wrong section, boo-boo.
Her husband, goes out. She stays home, and it's like she's just got.
Why does she go out? He can go out.
She's afraid to go out. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to be with.
Goes out.
Her husband goes out to get food and stuff like that,
fine.
But she doesn't. She stays home, and she was like telling me yesterday, as a matter of fact, that she's just bored. Like she wants to leave the house. She can't leave the house. I'm like, go for a walk, go outside. She's like, I do, but I mean, I don't even think I remember how to drive at this point. And I'm like, yeah, I feel you there. I mean, I put up a meme the other day on my Instagram that was funny. It was, I feel like I'm 16 again. Gas prices are cheap, and I'm grounded.
Oh my God, I think I saw that.
I've got a full tank of gas in my car that I filled up 2 weeks ago, and it's still full. I dropped my earpiece. It's still full, and it's been full for 2 weeks.
I mean,
I want to burn gas. I want to go somewhere. I want to do something, but I can't I can only burn so much fuel going 6 miles up the road to Dollar General,
Yeah, I mean, what sucks is that it's beautiful weather outside, and I really want to go for walks and shit.
I'm outside now. I do this show on the front porch because it's like coffee talk, and we
is the S word a bad word?
No.
Okay, so I can say shit.
Of course you can. You can say anything you want. Just, we don't want to offend a great number of people, but we don't have kids on this show. It's not a kid-friendly show.
Well, then why can't I say fuck? Fun.
Fun.
Why can't I say fun?
This feels very familiar for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, me and you, talking on this thing and doing this kind of show. I know it's coffee talk and it's a different kind of format, but it feels really, really familiar.
We've been here before.
I feel that. It's like I'm deja vu like crazy. What?
Are you feeling nerdy?
Oh my God. You know what? You're right. That's exactly what this feels like. So, you know what? Coffee talk is over, guys. We've talked about everything coffee. We've drank the coffee. I'm just about out of coffee. So, you know what? Screw it. We're going to do it right now.
He hates these cans!
I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested.
Get those nerds! Nerds!
Come with me if you want to live.
I'm surrounded by assholes.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And speaking of assholes, the queen of assholes herself, Jessica Lamm. This just became Carpe Nerdium.
Just because we switched to Carpe Nerdium does not give you the right to be mean to me.
I wasn't mean. I said you're the queen of assholes. I didn't say you were an asshole. You are their queen. You are their leader, their ruler.
You're so mean to me.
You need a scepter.
So, hey,
why don't
do you have
you have a
Amazon
scepter?
Prime?
I am Prime. Yes, I am Prime, and I could buy you a scepter if you really want a scepter.
But Amazon, do you have Amazon Prime?
Yes, I do.
Have you watched The Expanse?
I have not. I need to. It's on my list.
Oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God, it is so good. It's like Star Trek on like another level. Like,
well, for people like me that don't know what it is, what is it? I mean, what's it about? Give us a rundown.
Okay, so it's about this crew of people. It's like I think 4 people. It was originally 5, but it's 4 people, and it's based on these books actually, but it's a crew of people who somehow find themselves creating and in the middle of a revolution, and B, a discovery of man's worst enemy.
Oh, wow. That does sound good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a space show. It's a sci-fi in space show.
Love that already.
People that live on Earth. There's people that live on Mars, and then there's these people called Belters, and they live on the belt that's between us. Like they live on, like there's people that live like they're like asteroids and like minor planets,
right?
That they live on.
Sure.
And they all have like these really cool tattoos. They call them Belters. So they all have these like really like one really cool like tribal tattoo like on their face or behind their ear, on their neck, somewhere like that. And then like they do a really good job of being realistic with the body chemistry and stuff between humans and people who would have been living in space and have been born in space. Like when people come to Earth from Mars, they have to be like injected with this stuff in order to actually be on Earth, because the Earth's gravity is so much heavier than theirs is. And then there's also like they do a great job of doing magnetic fielding, which is and they have these magnetic boots.
One of my statues from Star Wars upstairs.
I can hear your house. This is live, guys. You're seeing me and hearing Steven's house noises.
Sorry about that. I had to go get my Star Wars coffee cup since we are now doing Carpe Nerdium.
You're good. You totally just missed me. Like
I listened to everything you said. I've got a Bluetooth earbud in.
No, but you didn't see me. It's okay. You'll see me later.
Okay.
But it's really good, and then the episodes are like an hour and a half long, and like just the colors on the show, everything is so like pretty space colored.
Wow.
Like you know those things that people sell that they're like galaxy tones or whatever. Everything is like that, except for it's like really honestly shaded towards that. It's everything like blue. Like the blue is just so, it's not even like it's metallic. It's so highlighted real. You know what I mean? Like it's you see those pictures of like the water that's really clean and pure. the blue water. It's like that, but it's like also got like a hue tone to it, to where it's like just super blue. Like I don't even know how to explain it. I love that show. I'm sorry. Now I'm obsessing about the show. I'm sorry. It's such a good show. So I don't know if you can see it, but this Barbie right here in the background.
Here, let me see if I can switch you to main cam.
That Barbie right there.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely the original 1990s like ballerina Barbie.
Wow. All right.
I'm gonna have to like do a show or whatever that's me showing my collectibles that we just found because we just redid my closet. Oh my god, I have all the Sailor Moon keychains from when they were original. What you mean, bitch?
Well, for those of you that are just joining us or don't know, we have switched from Coffee Talk to Carpe Nerdium. Jessica and I have been doing for about a year now. We've been doing Carpe Nerdium on and off. And we've kind of launched into a Carpe Nerdium episode because, why the hell not? We talked about the coffee stuff. People are tired of hearing about coronavirus. So you know what? Let's just do Carpe Nerdium. So we're going to nerd out. And for those of you that are nerds, or you can seize your inner nerd, that's why we call it Carpe Nerdium. We're going to talk about, I got my trooper. He's doing his thing.
Does Cheyenne have a Nintendo Switch?
She does not. No.
No. Okay. Because everybody's talking about Animal Crossing, and I just wanted to know if she was playing Animal Crossing because, like, I'm not.
I know she plays Roblox and she plays Minecraft.
Okay. Yeah. No. All my friends, including my adult friends, are playing Animal Crossing, which is cute. I can't get into it. Like, I just can't. It's cute. I've sold it. Like everybody that I know that likes it, like shows me their island and it's really awesome. And I'm like, that's really cool. Like that's awesome. But I've never been a builder game type of person.
Right.
I'm a fighting game kind of person.
And yet you play Pokemon Go, which I guess is a fighting game. Now that's got to be dead right now. And how you can't even play Pokemon Go right now? How do you play Pokemon Go? You can't. You're under quarantine.
You can't go for a walk. I'm sorry. That word is like essential to my.
I know it is. This is Carpe Nerdium. It's a whole new ballgame.
When you post this, can you call it Jessica? Stop saying the F word, please.
I want to do an entire video montage of you going, oh my god, because I say things all the time that make you go, oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Exactly. So AJ and I were talking about in the last coffee talk, we kind of nerded out a little bit, even though it wasn't Carpe Nerdium, and I'd like to have him on as a guest. That's the beautiful thing about doing this on StreamYard. We'll go tech nerd for a minute. We do this through a program called StreamYard. It's online. And it enables you to multi-stream many, many different people. And I can have up to 6 guests. So now I already talked to Christian from Launchpad Astronomy. He's got a YouTube channel. He does Launchpad Astronomy. He's going to be coming on future shows on Carpe Nerdium. So I will post a link in the description to get to the Carpe Nerdium YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to that. Subscribe to this one. But make sure you subscribe to Carpe Nerdium and hit that like button on this one. And we will continue to do episodes. We're trying to figure out a day that would be best. We're kind of thinking Sunday as well, where I'm going to do Coffee Talk at noon. And I'll have guests on that as well. I want to bring in musical guests in the future for that. I'm trying to get BC Villanova. BC, if you're watching this, I want you to play some songs, buddy. His music rocks. Joanna Winkle, I want her to perform, and I'm going to have musical guests on Coffee Talk, so we kind of have a little acoustic musical thing going on. And do you play music? I never asked you that. Are you musically? I know you sing.
I can play the shit out of a triangle.
Ding, 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 and then you'll sing
the literal shit out of a triangle.
I don't think anybody wants to sit here and watch you just play the triangle.
I can play the drums. I can kind of play the drums. I can play a little bit of piano. I can play the violin. I just haven't played it in a while. I if I cut my nails, I could get back into guitar.
I do my hair, toss, check my nails.
They need to be painted. I can tell you what I am really super good at. I am really super good at those, like, those big pianos. Like, the ones that you lay across the floor. Don't play with me. I am really good at those. At, like, actually playing songs on that. And then I play the triangle. Play the shit out of the triangle. I can kind of play the harmonica. And I can play a little bit of bass.
Nice. I'm a bass player myself.
Yeah, my dad plays guitar, piano, and bass. So
nice. Well, I am going to have, like I said, I'm going to have musical guests on, and on Coffee Talk, and I think that's going to be fun. I think that's, you know, local musicians who are trying to make a name for themselves and get launched. And, you know, Joanna's doing great. Joanna, I think she's in the top 10 on the country music charts for the UK. I mean, she's a big deal, and she's in Deep into End of the Pool, the movie you're in. She's playing Camilla. You're playing Sam, which is also
has a lot of road rage.
Who
has a lot of road rage.
Has a lot of road rage, but it introduces Samantha, and Samantha was a key character in The Nice Guy Syndrome. The Nice Guy Syndrome was, as you know, actually written first, and then I went back and wrote the prequel, which is The Deep End of the Pool, and I brought in Joanna. She's going to be playing music throughout that film. You know, she does the soundtrack for it, the musical soundtrack for it, and there's going to be one scene, I don't want to spoil it, but there's going to be one scene that's going to be a very emotional scene where she pulls out her acoustic guitar and she starts playing this song. Meanwhile, my character is doing a bunch of other things, and it's going to be a really touching scene. And that's leading up to The Nice Guy Syndrome, which I told you is going to be a full-on musical, a musical romantic comedy. That's never been attempted, I think, by an independent filmmaker before. And it's feature. It's not a short film. I
know that we have to... I'm going to ask my boyfriend if he'll do the lead.
The lead? Oh, the lead role, Alex. Yeah. That would be interesting if he can act. I'd love to audition him. I think that would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him because that way... Because I play Sam, so that way it would be easier to... be not comfortable doing that, but it would just be easier all around when you think about it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because I don't want to give any spoilers away, but yeah, I could see where you're coming from because you know the story. That you probably would be comfortable with him playing Alex. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And I introduced Alex and Sam. Alex is introduced in Deep End of the Pool, but he's only a cameo. I don't really introduce him until Nice Guy Syndrome. But Sam is heavy in this one. You're in the whole thing. I mean, pretty much the entire film.
We just have to like focus on the days because he works. So he has his own schedule that he can make, but he works pretty much every day, just depending on what jobs he gets. But if we set a certain schedule, like an actual day, he can do that if he wants to do it. Because that way, and I feel like it would be more fun if there was a couple playing it because
the chemistry will be better.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's like you get to see these two people who actually in real life before this, and you get to watch them basically like fall or not fall in love, or
I think it will translate. Yeah, emotionally, I think you'll be less acting and more feeling.
Yeah, it'll be like being
makes a lot of sense.
It'll be with like being literally. That's why I feel like that's why a lot of co-stars when
they start dating.
Yeah, I feel like that has a lot to do with it because you spend so much time with this person, and then you get to know them, they get to know you. You have romantic roles, and I think it's just difficult for co-star. Now, I'm not saying that you can't co-star and do stuff like that and not be faithful. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
But I totally understand how it happens. how co-stars start dating.
What I don't like is some predatory directors that like to, or actors that like to, I know there are actors that'll say, well, they're not in a relationship at all. They're just co-starring in a film, and like, hey, come on over to my house. I'll cook you dinner and we can practice. That's predatory. And you know what he's trying to do. He's trying to,
Well, I mean, women can do that too.
Wrong. Yeah, exactly.
Women can do that too. I hate to say it, but like I've seen women do that too. And like in reality, I mean, that's gonna happen. Like there are people who are full of themselves and people who are gonna use their power, sex appeal, or money or whatever, and they're gonna flash it and they're gonna be like, you're gonna do what I want. But you have to remember the people that give into that, sometimes they give into it because they have to, and other times they give into it because they're weak.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
or gullible.
And I understand. I hate to say this because it makes me sound like a total hypocrite, but I totally understand why girls, slept with directors, or why they, because the acting world is hard.
It is. And it's very cutthroat.
There are 40 other me's. Not personality wise, but look wise.
You're in a class by yourself.
I know. God broke the mold.
He did.
But I mean, there's, huh?
God broke the mold. Yes, you're right.
I try.
Thank God they're not two of you. I couldn't handle more than one Jessica. Oh,
yeah, I know. I was supposed to be twins.
Can you imagine?
But no, I mean, there's 40 other me's. There's 40 other girls that look like me when it comes to acting. There's 40 other guys that look like you when it comes to acting. It's very difficult to make it in that world. Like, I'm not saying exactly like you. I'm not saying your personality, but I am saying that there are other Italian men in the acting world.
Hey, how you doing?
So I can understand how naive and desperate people can be in that world. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I can understand you're not, like, you're sitting there and you're like, oh my God, this is going to make or break my career. Like this.
A lot of times it breaks your career.
If it's found out.
Yeah. You sleep with the director. I know directors that there are actresses that I won't work with because they've worked with a certain director because I know what he's about and I know what she did to get that role, and I don't want, it's not that I look, you can work with whoever you want, but the problem is she worked with that director. Everybody pretty much knows what that director's about. So they all know that she slept her way into that role. It's obvious. I mean, that's how he does. That's his MO. I don't want to work with her because I don't want people thinking that I slept with her. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that turned around. Oh, she's working with you. You must have slept with her.
You can't not work with someone because
I don't need the reputation. I don't need the reputation. I don't want people saying that, oh, she's working with you.
Why would they make that connection with you? Like,
because if she's known to be a person that sleeps around to get the roles, they're going to assume that she slept with me to get the role as well.
Do you really want to assume or associate with yourself with people who assume?
No, but that's just, people are very judgmental. You know that. They judge everybody 6 ways from Tuesday.
Of course, they will. If they could see the tips of your toes, they'll freaking judge them.
What? My tip? Oh, my tips. You said tips.
The tips of your toes. If they could see your nipples, they'd probably judge them too. Look at them. No, I mean, what I'm saying is that it's not right. And do I think they should be ashamed? No. Do I think they should be shamed? I mean, if they knowingly go in, like, sleeping for a role, then it's obvious that that's what the kind of thing they are. And you have the great opportunity to tell her, no, that's not how it's going to be. See,
Right.
you would say, no, that's not how it's going to be. And she would go, oh, so do I have the role?
Well, honestly, the only way she would get the role is if she's good enough for the role. She'd have to have, I'm always round peg, round hole. I put you in the roles you're in, not because you're my friend. I don't play favorites. If I thought you weren't right for a role, I'm going to tell you straight up, Jess, you're not right for this role. You were right for Sam because, well, I wrote the part around you. I mean, I wrote it based on your personality and what I know about you. So you're not even acting. You're just being you. It's just a different name. But if I audition someone for a specific role, if they're just not right for the role, they're just not right for the role. I hate it when people take it personally. Oh, I didn't get that role. I must be a horrible actor. No, it's not that. It just wasn't you. That's just the way it is.
And that's how it should be. My mom used to do theater in high school, and this is the way my mom put it. She said, I don't care if you're the poorest person in the world or Jesus. If you're not right for the role, I'm not going to cast you.
Exactly. It's round peg, round hole. But back to what I was saying earlier, did Coffee Talk with AJ. That was our last episode. You can check it out on the YouTube page. Just scroll down.
Real quick. It says there's no comment section. My friend says there's no comment section.
There is a comment section. He needs to look below the video. It'll say chat or comments or a chat section. He'll be able to click on that and engage it. It may not be engaged by default. But anyway, like I was saying, I had AJ on the show, and we were talking about sci-fi, even though it wasn't Carpe Nerdium. We launched into sci-fi, and one of the things we talked about was the transporter. Wouldn't it be cool to have a transporter, to beam from one place to another, like in Star Trek?
It would be, but it would be very, very, very like sad.
That's what we got into, is that it literally kills you. It tears you apart and kills you.
It turns you into binary code. What do you mean? Like it turns. Huh?
But you have to quantify the soul. Is the soul data, or is the soul an entity? And if you're torn apart, would your soul be beamed with your body, or would your soul go, oh, my body's dead, bye? And then there's a blank. The person beaming to the other end would be completely blank and no personality, no memory, maybe the memories would be there, but it wouldn't be you. It'd be a clone of you. That's what we got into talking about.
Well, I mean, I think that's honestly why it was never explained.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, it's very like, I don't want to say mortifying, but it's just one of those things where it's like, how does it work? Am I okay with this? I mean, inevitably, you probably live longer.
Well, you would. That's what we were talking about. That it would cure every disease. I mean, if you had coronavirus, you step into a transporter and boom, yeah, you found it. Hey, Taylor.
I couldn't use, and you can actually use that. Your soul would be like, bye.
Yeah, exactly. Because, but the advantage is I mean, you could beam into a new body that's 20 years younger, or that has diseases,
that's
or
just
never
it.
broke a bone.
And trust me, if humans can fuck with it, if humans can fun with it, then humans can fix it to do what they want. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what it is. Like,
it's immortality.
The humans will always try to figure out how to cure mortality.
Always. Nobody
There's
wants.
Always.
Like, you think about it. Would you want to live forever? I mean,
no. No. I'm tired now.
I know so many people that are older. My grandmother, she's 97 or 96, something like that. And I'm like, we were talking about it. And I'm like, we're planning your 100th birthday. And she's like, God, I hope not. She goes, I'm
tired.
I'm tired. I said, nah, you're going to live another 20 years. She goes, don't curse me like that.
Like, I mean, I'm not trying to say I want to die tomorrow, but like, I would not want to live forever. Like, I mean, if I lived forever and stayed 30,
yeah, exactly.
That'd be fine.
The problem is you live forever as a. I mean, look at Yoda. Yoda, when 900 years old you reach. I mean, he was old. That dude was old, man.
Like if I just like stopped aging,
yeah,
that would be great.
Now, when they're able to put us in android bodies and the bodies don't age and they can put us in a gorgeous android body that has human form and looks human and feels human.
Now we're getting into altered carbon. Now we're getting into altered carbon. Have you watched that?
We're getting into Star Trek Picard. Have you been watching that?
Have you watched? No, I haven't because it funding cost money.
Don't worry about it. We're good. You can say it.
Thank you.
But no, it does cost money, but it is absolutely.
No, I've heard it's fantastic. I watched the first episode for free, and then they were like, "Oh,
it's the next generation on steroids, man. It is so good. Like it's everything you wanted the next generation to be. Like even better than the movies. And it's absolutely. Oh my God, I can't wait for season 2. I can't wait for season 2 of Mandalorian. They're bringing in Ahsoka Tano, and who's playing her? It's that girl.
It's just no, I'm just kidding.
No, she's. I can't. They're going to get flamed for this. If anybody can post in comments what her name is, she's an amazing actress, and she looks like Ahsoka.
Where is she from?
I don't know. I'm having a total brain fart. I hate that. I put myself on the spot, and then I end up looking stupid. But she's absolutely amazing. I think she's Hispanic. But she's going to be a perfect Ahsoka Tano. And I can't wait. I mean, to see her in live. Be? Ahsoka Tano.
Okay, well, that's not who it is.
And she's like I said, I can't wait to see her in action. She has those 2 lightsabers. Oh, this is about to get really good. Really good. But
I'm sorry. I'm looking to see if I can find it, but I cannot. Is it Rosario Dawson?
Rosario Dawson, thank you. Yes, okay, that's exactly who it is. And she's amazing. She's gonna bring us
amazing. I love her in everything she's been in.
So I'm really excited about that. All other filming is stopped. Now, I don't know how this coronavirus is going to affect the release of that because nobody's shooting anything right now.
Dude, that's the thing. Like, there were so many movies slotted to come out.
Oh, I know.
In 2021.
They said the box office for the first time in history is at 0. Nobody's going to the movies right now. It's at 0.
While I would say I feel bad for celebrities, they're all rich. Oh, yeah. I feel bad for the little people. Mm-hmm. Like not the big stars. I feel bad for like the people who made their living.
Yeah, the PAs,
the people who were helping behind the camera. And exactly. I feel bad for the people who were paying their bills by being extras or by having minor roles that were just walk on 2-3 line roles and they were getting paid for it. Exactly. Commercials. There's commercials. Think about it. People who do commercials.
Well, what's this going to do to the next season? The fall season of all the shows. I watch a show called Last Man Standing. I watch Young Sheldon. All those different shows, and The Connors, which is a spinoff of Roseanne. All those shows are on hold. I mean, nobody's shooting anything right now. So what's that going to do to the fall season? I mean, are they going to be showing reruns? I mean, I haven't been keeping up. I don't watch TV as a rule. I watch everything on Netflix and I watch everything, online. But so I haven't seen The Daily Show in forever with Trevor Noah. I haven't seen.
Those are being shot from home.
The Tonight Show, they're all being shot from home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're doing this.
That's gonna look crazy.
It's hysterical. I love it. Jimmy Fallon is still my favorite.
What are they doing with Saturday Night Live? I mean, that has to be done on stage with different skits and stuff. That's got to be done. Like, they can't be shooting any Saturday Night Live, and that's live. All of that's got to be messed up. I was watching the news the other day, and the only person in the studio for the news was the anchor woman. It was 6 o'clock news in the morning.
Yeah, they set it all up, and then they leave.
No, she was sitting at the anchor desk, but she was the only one there.
They set it all up. They start filming and they leave.
Eve. But the weather guy did it from his house, just like me and you were talking now. And then they put the graphics on the screen for the weather, but it wasn't.
This is a whole different world.
Yeah.
This is a whole different side of society that we never thought was going to happen. This is completely different than any other plague type thing that's happened.
Well, it's like AJ and I were talking about, and I don't know if you watched that show or not, but this is a virus. Okay, so our infrastructure is still intact. This hasn't affected buildings. This hasn't affected roads.
No, this is a freaking terrorist attack. Go ahead.
This is a virus. But could you imagine if we got hit with an asteroid or we got a solar flare that knocked out all the power and cars won't run? Like now, or anytime. I mean, we are so unprepared.
Hold on. I have to knock on some wood. I literally just spent a year with my therapist trying not to do this, Stephen. Stop.
No, but
give me a panic attack.
I'm not. I'm just saying we are so wildly unprepared. We were so unprepared for this.
This is why y'all need to elect me for president. I'm literally a high functioning panic attack. I am ready for all situations. Look, the virus becomes internet based. Oh, bitch, bye.
But what do we do when the trucks aren't running? The only reason we're still able to eat and go to Walmart and buy food or go to grocery stores and buy food is because the trucks are still running. What's going to happen if the trucks ever stop running? We'll starve. Can you farm? Can you farm? You have land to farm? You could.
Yeah, I know exactly how to do it, yes.
But could you survive right now? I mean, even if you planted your garden tomorrow, it's going to take you 6 months. You're not going to live long enough for your garden to ever have crops.
That's negative.
It's reality. We're so grotesquely unprepared.
Okay, we're still there. All right.
Oh, yeah, we're here.
No, but the thing is like, yeah, no, we were wildly unprepared, but this was very irresponsible on many levels.
Oh, yeah.
That's what people need to realize is that this was I'm not blaming any person. I'm not blaming any country. I'm not blaming any place, person, thing, object. I still don't know why people eat bats, but Hey,
Ozzy started that whole thing.
Huh?
Ozzy Osbourne started that whole thing.
Yeah, but it must not have been the right kind of bat. Like
you gotta go for the gluten-free bat. I think that's the problem.
I thought it would be a wild bamboo bat.
It'd be the gluten-free bats are the ones you want because they don't have gluten.
Not the vegan?
I don't think there are vegan bats. I mean, that'd be awesome to have a vegan bat. It'd be tofu, right?
Ew.
Tofu bat.
Gross.
But it has all that batty goodness. You got to have that batty goodness.
No, my thing is that, yeah, I'm not blaming one party. There's multiple parties to blame in this because one, just why wasn't it gotten under control?
Well, because no one was ready for it. No one was ready for it.
No. That's not my thing. They should have recognized that this was this powerful. You and I will have a conversation off of this because I'm not trying to go to jail.
It's a new virus that no one has ever seen before. No one's immune to it. Everybody is susceptible to it. There's no immunity.
No. You and I will have a actual separate conversation once,
Oh, I'm sure.
Get off the phone about what I truly think happened. But that, what I'm saying is that we're prepared for all kinds of disasters. There is a book of literally they have programs of stuff that's what to do if this happens.
But the problem is the reaction of the people. I mean, look at what happened with the toilet paper. Everybody went batshit crazy.
I still don't know why all them people bought that toilet paper. How much shitting are you planning on doing during this?
Somebody leaked, one of the news media outlets started a false rumor. There were false rumors going on because people read something on Facebook and they take it as gospel.
And
somebody leaked that diarrhea was a direct symptom of coronavirus. And it's not.
It is.
Well, it's the wrong end. But so they stocked up on toilet paper because they're like, oh crap, literally, you know. But we have lost all of our viewers. We are now sitting at 0.
That doesn't matter.
It's good to keep checking your phone. People hate watching that. No, I'm just kidding.
I messaged people. I had one. I don't know where he went.
Yep. But anyway, I think we'll wrap this up. But this is awesome. We've started Carpe Nerdium. We have to figure out a date and time, though. Or we were talking, what, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Like,
we'll make the announcement on the Carpe Nerdium page. So go to Facebook and look up Carpe Nerdium and follow us on that. And we'll be making announcements as to what day we're going to do it. We're going to do it every week, once a week. Coffee Talk is now once a week. I'll be doing that every week. So make sure you like and subscribe this page so that you can stay informed. Hit that bell button.
We'll get a good schedule for you guys for Carpe Nerdium.
Yeah, it's something everybody wants. And we'll talk about all kinds of nerdy stuff. The problem is we don't have much to talk about because, again, nothing's happening in the film world. Nothing's going on. You know, but we could talk about old times. Let's talk about the original Star Trek series versus Next Generation. Picard or Kirk? Who's better?
Can we please? Like, totally Picard. Like, love him. Like,
I don't know. Chris Pine is rocking it as Kirk.
That's not what you said. You said original series.
Okay, original. All right, original crew.
You mean reboot? The reboot?
Original crew. Whether it's Chris Pine or William Shatner. I mean, William Shatner was, in his day, was awesome.
Yeah, he was great.
He banged everything that moved.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kirk, the original Kirk literally banged anything that moved. And so does
Green,
the now.
2 heads, didn't care.
Didn't give shit. He slept with something on that planet.
Didn't matter.
But still, hands down, have to pick Picard.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk will always be the original Star Trek captain to me.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But I love, this is a bad question for me because I love watching all of them and I don't consider the original series as being part of the judgment.
Right.
Does that make sense? Because it's the original, it's the first.
That's what I love about Picard is Picard held true.
So much.
It held true to the Kelvin timeline. Like, it actually acknowledges the supernova that destroyed Romulus. The whole basis of the first season is about how the Romulans they are fearful of androids. They don't like synthetics. So they started an uprising, spoiler alert, they started an uprising that caused the androids to rise up, and now androids are banned in the Federation as well because the Romulans have a prophecy of android, all kinds of stuff. You got to watch it. It's really awesome. But it holds true to the Kelvin timeline. It holds true to the Kelvin timeline because they actually mention the supernova, and which is awesome because that gives legitimacy to, because that's what I always wondered when we were watching, you know, Chris Pine do his thing in the JJ universe, the reboots. How does that affect the Next Generation? Like, does Picard become captain of the Enterprise? What all has changed? It shows you that, yeah, it affected Kirk and his life and the Enterprise and all of that. I don't agree with them bringing in the Enterprise A as early as they did in Star Trek 3 Beyond. I think that was a bad move. I don't think they should have brought in the Enterprise A just yet. That was supposed to happen much, much later. But it is a reboot, so they brought it in early. But it goes to show you that the Next Generation is unaffected by it's unaffected by the JJ universe. It's unaffected by the alternate timeline. That Picard does still become captain. Data is still killed in Nemesis, and you know Riker takes over the Titan for a short time. So yeah, it all works out. But yeah, when you watch Picard, you're gonna absolutely love it.
I love the first episode. I loved the first episode. Like,
it gets so much better. The first episode, I think that's actually the weakest episode of all. When you get into episode 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's so good. It's so good. Another one I like is the Orville. I'm waiting for that new series. That new season.
I like the Orville.
They've been promising the new season of Orville forever, and Now I think because of coronavirus, we're not going to see Orville for quite a while.
I think there's a lot of things that we're not going to see for a while.
It sucks. It really sucks.
You don't understand. My Law and Order SVU has to come on every Thursday, so I can watch it Friday morning.
You're going to be watching a lot of reruns.
I'm okay with it. 21 seasons of reruns. Bye. Done.
Pretty much. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. This was Coffee Talk / Carpe Nerdium. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you enjoyed our Carpe Nerdium segment, like I said, go to our Facebook page for Carpe Nerdium and sign up for that. And we'll be making an announcement as to when the next show is. It's probably going to be next week. We don't know what day just yet, but we'll narrow that down in the next day or two. Coffee Talk again will be at noon next weekend. I'll have another guest. I may have you on as a guest as well. I mean, you never know. We can always rotate our guests, and I can have up to 6 people on here. So I'd love to have 6 guests at one time while we're just all shooting the shit.
If you want to know like the story of Jessica, you can have Taylor on here.
Oh, look, there's AJ. Oh, he doesn't want spoilers from Star Trek Picard. We're not going to spoil anything, but it gets really good. Equity AJ was Equity is a screen name for EVE Online. That's how I met him, was on EVE Online. We've been friends for 12 years. And he and I talked last time, like I said, we talked about a whole bunch of sci-fi stuff. And now that we're doing Carpe Nerdium on this show as a segment, and it's only a one-time thing. This isn't going to be every week, guys. We're not going to be doing Carpe Nerdium every week on this show. Carpe Nerdium has its own YouTube page. It's standalone. I'll post the link, as I said, below in the description. After the show is over, I'll update it and put the Carpe Nerdium YouTube page in there so you can go there and like it and comment and subscribe so that you can see our next show. And I'll be doing this show, Coffee Talk, like I said, every Sunday at noon, and I'll have a different guest. I may bring AJ back next week. Matter of fact, AJ, are you on your computer? Let's have a little fun.
We always do this. We say something's going to be an hour, and then we make it into literally like 2 or 3.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Pull up here. I'll tell you what. Entertain the troops. Talk about something. Whatever you want to talk about. You have the floor.
About what?
About what? What? About what?
Don't leave.
I'm not leaving.
Like a regular conversation.
He's on the PC. Okay, I got to do something real quick. What I want you to do is let's pick a topic for Jessica. Jessica, tell them how you got started as an actress, and go.
Okay. Well, when I was young, I always thought it would be fun to actually be in film. And I've always been fascinated by what's behind the camera as well as in front of the camera because my dad worked for TV and radio when I was a kid. My mom was a theater teacher. So I, from birth, pretty much loved the arts. Like, that's what I wanted to do. And then finally I got old enough to start acting. And then when I was like 16, well, probably younger than that, I started acting in theater. And then when I was 16, I was in a small movie we made here. And then as I got older, I just started acting in films and doing minor character work and sometimes having speaking roles. And recently I was a full feature actor. I got to be in a full feature film, and it was called In Utero. I think, Stephen, you've gotten to watch it.
Yes, we actually did a Carpe Nerdium episode on that. It's on our Carpe Nerdium page.
Yeah, I know. I think it was.
I did watch the film. The film was excellent. Royce did an amazing job with that. You did an amazing job with that. I could tell you ad-libbed a lot of that. I don't think a lot of what you did was in the script because it was pure Jessica goodness.
But was it wrong?
No, you nailed it.
But was it wrong?
It's not wrong.
And from doing that, like I've had a lot of things in my life not work out, film and everything wise. So I go into every film being committed, but understanding if it doesn't work out.
Well, I've always said you should be committed. I've always, matter of fact, I think there's a petition circulating to have you committed.
I mean, I'm pretty sure my therapist wants.
Speaking of committed, we talked about this on Carpe Nerdium, but for those of you that are Coffee Talk fans and Relationship Life fans that have not seen our past episodes and haven't watched them, she is very committed to her craft, to what she does. We were filming.
I still got the scar.
Still has the scar. We were filming Star Wars Mara. That's a film we're working on together. And she smacked herself in the forehead with a lightsaber in the eye, and was bleeding. And I thought, like I said, I thought we were done. As a director, I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this. She's gonna have to go get stitches. And she was like, screw it, I'm doing it. Like, everybody get on your mark. And we got on our one, and
dude, time
bleeding
is
out.
money.
She just did it. Like,
Look, I look at it this way: time is money, and daylight is money, and film, like the cost of battery life is money, and the cost of memory is money, and time and commitment that could have been spent doing this. And just because I have a head wound by the way, I love the fact that we were all sitting there and all of you were freaking out. And I was like, yo, just give me a period pad and an ice pack. Like,
I saw that people are using pads as
masks.
face masks. Oh my God. I couldn't even.
It works. It honestly
sure,
it works.
But you know what I would look like with a no.
Well, don't do it then. You don't do it.
AJ, I sent you a link on your email.
You can use a piece of fabric and one of those inside of it, and it'll suction cup to your face.
Yeah, I'll just take I got my.
Get a mask, bro.
Scarf. I'm rocking the scarf. Man. I look good with a scarf too. I look like I can't talk to anybody. But
see, that's what's great about this mask is you can I can talk to whoever the fuck I want.
But you can't make out with anybody.
That's okay. There's only one person I want to make out with.
My swimmer just died.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm out of here. You're talking about making out. I'm done. I wish I were a cosplayer, because I'll tell you right now, if I were a cosplayer and I had a stormtrooper uniform, I would walk into Walmart in a full uniform.
Don't do that shit. That's so rude.
Oh, I would. Because that mask is going to protect you. It's going to keep people from sneezing.
Oh my God, I know. But don't do that to them poor people. Don't do that to those poor humans.
I would.
That was weird. I was reaching for my hair and I thought it was on this side, but it wasn't. It was on this side.
Ladies and gentlemen, AJ is here. Hey, buddy. You're not centered. Move over a little bit. Other way. There you go. AJ from last week's show. AJ, put your hands together for AJ in the house. You got your scarf?
No.
No.
Just my hoodie, but could always go.
Then it looks like you just farted.
Well, I mean, it's better than nothing. Right?
That is true.
How you been, man? How you holding up? You still ready to? You surviving? Ready to suck on the end of a shotgun yet?
Yeah. That's being stuck inside is.
Oh.
See, I don't have kids, but I know that parents that do have kids are like, you know what? Fuck it. Climb up the curtains. I'm tired of having nice things anyway.
This is kind of fun. This is kind of interesting. I know it's really cool having all three of us on there and there's no lag and everything like that. But I've always imagined Jessica.
Don't even.
Between two dudes.
Don't even. We talked about this beforehand. Don't even.
Sorry. I mean, you're in the middle.
Wait, where'd AJ go?
Where'd he go? He was like, I'm out of here.
Right? He's like, oh, Jessica's being a bitch.
I don't know. Just a Jessica sandwich. I'm
sure there's lots of people who ask for that.
I'm sure. I hear Pornhub is doing really well, though. I mean, I know it's a bad segue, but everything I'm reading is that Pornhub has got record.
Why would you pick that as a segue? Like, there's other streaming services. Like, it's not like
when you run out of
Pornhub is the only streaming service out there. It's not like there's not like Netflix, Hulu.
When you run out of things to watch on Netflix and Hulu, what's left? Pornhub. AJ, where did you go, dude? He is like gone.
Did you know that if you're born before 1998, September 1998, then you're older than Google, and she still knows more than you?
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
Where did he go?
Disappeared. He said, I'm out of here. I don't want to be part of the Jessica sandwich. See what you do to people? See, you're gross.
My therapist says I have a really good way of making empty relationships and driving people away.
I think he's having technical difficulties, and he'll be back, I'm sure. But yeah, this is like old times. We're going to be doing this. Huh?
Do we have chemistry?
We have chemistry. We finally have chemistry. But speaking of Pornhub,
oh my god, dude, I can't with you. Oh my god.
Oh my God. See, I'm going to do a video of Jessica, a loop of like her going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my
AJ's
God.
mom called.
I'm going to put it, she got bumped off because he was on the phone.
AJ's mom called.
Well, it happens. It happens. I wanted to blame it on Crystal, his wife, but she owes me a sandwich. It's an inside joke. We used to play Eve Online. And I'd hear her in the background, yeah. And I'm like, tell her to make me a sandwich. Shut up and get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. Just being the chauvinist pig that I am. No, I was joking around, and she knew it. I love Crystal to death. We've talked. She's awesome, but she still owes me a sandwich. Crystal, if you're watching this, I want my sandwich.
I don't think you're going to get your sandwich anytime soon because
I am going to get my sandwich. I told her when I come visit them, go down to Texas, I'm going to visit them and I'm going to get my sandwich. Like, I want a sandwich.
Don't worry. You'll get your sandwich. Just not right now because we're all in quarantine.
Oh, yes. I don't want a quarantine sandwich. That would be terrible.
That would taste horrible. It would come from the CDC.
I'd be like, no, I don't want your coronavirus sandwich, Princess Corona. I don't.
It would come with a valve. It would come with a valve on it.
What is the valve for? I guess it's to breathe in and breathe out.
Air. It's to breathe in and out. It's like, here, let's do how to wear a mask. So this is the inside of the mask, and this is the outside, and you have this valve right here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to... And what it does is on the inside of the mask, you have a filter right here. And you can change the filter once a week or once a day if it gets bad enough. And this is right over the filter so that you can put it on your face and comfortably breathe in and see how this is like right by my mouth.
Mm-hmm. So where did you get? I mean, I thought masks were hard to come by, or did you already have that before this all ever
ordered?
started?
My mom is such a G. She ordered this shit like 2 months before all this shit happened.
And is that the N95 they keep talking about? Nice.
It's one of the like not commercial N95 ones.
Okay, I've got the commercial. Like, mine looks like a respirator.
Yours is the painter one.
Exactly. And
yeah,
it
we have those too. We have those too. We just like these. I can't really wear the round ones because they don't fit on my face. So it's like literally wearing something, and it's like there's like it's touching. It's like not touching right here.
Well, they're recommending, and I'm never going to do it, but they're recommending that guys shave their beards because they're not getting skin contact with it's actually leaving air gaps between the hairs, and the coronavirus can get in the sides So they're recommending guys shave, and I'm like, yeah, not happening. Not getting rid of the beard.
You know, I shave mine.
Yes, you do. He looks good. I've always said your goatee. I like it when you had the goatee. I mean, that really,
I know that really made me look like a dapper gentleman. But
yes, you were rather ravishing as far as a gentleman goes.
Right, proper.
Exactly. So, how's Bernard doing?
Bernard?
Bernard?
Yeah, he's the reason I don't have any nice things.
If he's breaking stuff, you should put him in the car. Just close up all the windows and leave him in the car. He's good. He likes that.
You know he likes that. You know he gets off on that.
He does.
Weird 3-year-old. He's been 3 for 4 years now.
Yeah, he's been three for 4 years. That's right. He was 4 years ago. It's an inside joke. For those of you that don't know the story, we don't have kids together. We were on set, and she was in the makeup chair. And we started just improvising, and we did this New York accent. Hey, how you doing? Who are you talking to over there, lady? Eh? And she came back with her Brooklyn accent, and she was, what do I do it? You were like, I will get Bernard out of the car, and I will beat you with him.
I'll beat you to death with my toddler.
You know, and
I will beat you to death with my fucking kid.
Hey,
I will hold on to his leg and beat the living fuck out of you.
But we had everybody on set convinced that her and I had a kid together and that she was the irresponsible mother that left her kid in the car.
Because North Carolina's another state. I get away with it.
That went on for a while. Like people were friends of mine, you know, people other people on the set, you know, they're like, are you and Jessica together? You have a kid together? Oh my God, that's incredible. And you know, and I'm like, no, we don't have a kid named Bernard. No, it's not that. We were just joking around. But they took it seriously. There are probably people to this day that still think you and I have a kid together.
Well, we don't.
We don't.
There's a reason there's several reasons I don't have kids. One of them is because I'm vain and I don't want to get fat.
No comment.
I already feel like I'm fat anyway. So like, why would I want to? Here's Girl Talk 101. Like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, you can't see me when I disappear. I'm fat. You can't see me when I turn to the side. I don't disappear. Like, I'm fat.
No, that's not how that works. So I don't think AJ's coming back. Well, we got to see him for a minute. He was here for a second. He was here. Ladies and gentlemen, that was AJ, and he'll be back on a future show, I'm sure. Well, I guess we should wrap this up. We're going into an hour 18.
We've said this 3 times now. You know that, right?
I know YouTubers they'll do their shows for 4 or 5 hours, but then they've got 1 million subscribers, and you know, yeah.
That's too much. You're going,
but it's good watch time. It's good watch time. YouTube goes by watch time. A couple things you need to know about YouTube, and if you want to be friendly and loving to your YouTubers, when those commercials come up, those ads in the beginning, and it says skip ad, don't skip the ad. Let it run for at least 30 seconds before you skip it, because that's how they get paid. If you skip the ad, you are doing them no favors. They are not getting paid for that ad. So I always watch at least 30 seconds. The rule is 30 seconds. I watch 30 seconds of the ad, and then I'll hit skip, you know, if I'm not interested in the ad. But, you know, the other thing is watch time. In order to make money, you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time a year. And that sounds like a lot, but it's really not. And if you do live videos every week and you're on for 3 or 4 hours, if people stay with you from beginning to end and you've got 500 people in the video, you know, in the chat, 500 people watching you at the same time, that's 500 times 4. That's a lot of watch time hours right there, knocked out of the park. So that's how you make your money. And I've got 2 people watching right now. I think I know who they are. I think one of them is AJ, and the other one is
Taylor.
Probably Taylor, yeah, probably Taylor.
Can I get a roll call in the comments?
Yeah, roll call in the comments. Who's still here? Like, say what's up. But anyway, this is Coffee Talk. I'm Stephen Bastian, and it's also Carpe Nerdium.
I'm Jessica Lamm.
And I'm also Stephen Bastian. It's funny, I'm Stephen Bastian in both of them. I never
I'm
change.
glad that you're yourself.
I am myself. I like being myself. Well, not when I'm naked, but any other time I like being myself. No, I'm awesome naked. You know, we have a kid together. No, we don't know.
That was immaculate conception.
It was.
We talked of a coffee, and then it was immaculate inception. You just happened to come out looking like you.
It was the midi-chlorians.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it.
It was the midi-chlorians. Bernard is the chosen one for the Force.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that. All right, everybody. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Use your masks. Use your gloves. And wash your ass.
And wash your hands.
Everybody's learning how to wash their hands now, but they still don't wash their ass. Wash your ass. But no, stay safe, and this will all be over soon. We'll get through this, and then we're all going to have fun, and the nude beaches will be open, and I'll be there.
Dude, there's going to be so much skin shown after this shit goes away.
It's going to be awesome.
Guys are going to be loving it, and I'm going to be sitting here in a cardigan talking about some kind of, y'all need to put some clothes on.
I've got Pornhub, so I'm happy. On that note, I will see you next week for Coffee Talk. We will see you next week for Carpe Nerdium. What?
Oh, nothing. I'm just imagining like the stocks, and it's like Facebook, YouTube, streaming movie, and like Netflix, Hulu, this, that, and the other. Pornhub.
Like, it is. That's what they're saying. Is it's blowing up. Pornhub has never been more popular. Their viewership has gone through the roof.
I'm so done with the society of this country. I'm so done. Like, I'm so done with y'all.
Well, what else have you got to do? I mean, you can't.
I'm so done with y'all. Like, you guys can't watch heartening videos of like kittens or soldiers coming home. Like, y'all got to watch porn. All right. Where's the whole time?
Pornhub is not just porn.
It's called Pornhub. What do you think they're just hugging?
I was trying to think of something that it was, but it's porn.
What do you think they're just like hugging with no clothes on? Like what the?
Actually, I don't know. I don't watch it. I've actually never been to Pornhub. I've heard of it, but I've never actually clicked on it. I've never.
It's exactly what you think it is.
It probably is. Is it free? Does it cost money?
Yes, it's free. It's exactly what you think it is.
How do they make money if it's free?
Viewers.
But that doesn't make them any money. I mean, nobody's paying for it.
Watch time. Yes, it does.
Unless they have a premium like service for Pornhub where you get your premium.
Time. It's just like YouTube.
But watch time, I mean, most guys don't watch more than 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, guys don't last more. I mean, I can imagine watching porn, and you're not going for a marathon 4-hour viewing. You're going to get it over with so that you can go downstairs.
But there are people that do watch the whole thing.
I never did as a teenager. I used to watch porn when I was a kid. We had videotape.
We have now gone.
I would fast forward through it to get to the good parts.
We have now gone almost 30 minutes over what we said we were going to.
We've gone to the dark side on top of that.
Okay, we've gone down a dark rabbit hole. Like, I don't see a bottom on this one, so let's go ahead and climb back out.
Speaking of seeing a bottom, can you imagine people can't date right now? Like, a lot of people aren't taking the chances and they're staying home, as I said before. There's got to be a lot of video. Skype's got to be pretty popular too right now, and you know, people doing stuff on Skype, because that's got to be huge. What do you think?
I just go to my boyfriend's house. So
yeah, me too. Wait. I mean, not my boyfriend's house, but
I was gonna say
I go to my boyfriend's house too.
I'm sure you do. I hope it's fun.
It's AJ. He's my boyfriend. Anyway, well, he's cute.
At least you know him.
Hey, who are you talking to? Anyway, I'm Stephen Bastian.
I'm Jessica Lamm.
And we will see you on both shows next week. Peace.
Bye.